A very good evening to you and welcome to Idea TV News Updates. I am Cynthia Basi. We begin with the headlines. Nigeria renews push for African permanent seat on UN Security Council. Pregnant women and children among 11 abducted in fresh Kwara attack. Amotekun arrests 34 suspects in Ondo, launches statewide school patrols. And Tanzania cancels Independence Day events amid protest calls over post-election killings. Orange, Morocco unveils solar-powered 1.5 megawatt data center to drive digital sovereignty. And away from Africa, Russia's oil and gas revenues set for sharp decline. In business, Nigeria secures global quality approval, boosting export potential. And in health, Africa to receive 30 million extra malaria vaccine doses after a major price cut. In sports, poor weather forces 2026 Olympic flame lighting indoors in Greece. And now the news in full. Nigeria is renewing its call for Africa to secure permanent veto-wording seat on the United Nations Security Council, insisting that global governance reforms are long overdue. The appeal was delivered by Vice President Kashim Shettima on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the African European Union Summit in Luanda, where he urged European partners to support Africa's long-standing demand for text-based negotiations on UN reform. The president highlighted mounting security pressures across the continent, including terrorism, illicit weapons flows, climate impact, and political instability, stressing that they require stronger African-led cooperation. He noted that more than 120,000 Boko Haram-affiliated individuals have surrendered in the Lake Chad region, crediting Nigeria's combined military and non-military strategies, and referenced new initiatives such as the Sea Lift Agreement to strengthen rapid deployment for peacekeeping. President Tinubu also addressed irregular migration and rise of unconstitutional political transitions, calling for structured labor pathways, deeper regional partnerships for democracy, and accountability for external actors fueling conflicts in Sudan and South Sudan. He warned against the use of private military contractors in African crises and reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to promoting peace, security, and democratic governance across the continent. Moving on, a fresh wave of insecurity has hit Kwara State as at least 11 residents, including a pregnant woman, nursing mothers and children, were reportedly kidnapped on Monday evening in Isapa Ikiti local government area. The armed attackers, estimated to be between 20 and 30, stormed the community around 6 p.m. with a large herd of cattle and began shooting indiscriminately, forcing residents to flee. Bullet holes were later found in homes across the settlement, underscoring the intensity of the assault. Community members say 7 of the abducted victims are from the same family, heightening tension and fear among residents. Those taken include a pregnant woman, several young children, and nursing mothers. Locals describe the incident as the worst attack in recent times, with many worried that criminal groups may be attempting to establish a foothold in the area. Security operatives have begun combining the forest that links Isapa, Eruku, and neighboring villages, though the vast terrain continues to hamper surveillance efforts. Despite federal reinforcement already deployed after recent kidnappings in the region, officials say the difficult landscape and multiple settlements make rapid response challenging. Police authorities say they are still verifying details, while frightened communities have increased night patrols and scaled back evening activities as the search for the victims continues. In another news, the Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun, has arrested 34 suspected criminals during operations carried out across all 18 local government areas of the state. According to the state commander, Okagun Adetunji Adeleye, the suspects were apprehended for offenses ranging from kidnapping and stealing to vandalism, burglary, and violations of the anti-grazing law. 16 of the suspects were paraded on Tuesday at the headquarters in Akure as part of the ongoing end-of-year security operation tagged Operation Lowanjade. Adeleye explained that the special operation, along with COP's routine 24-hour patrols, has helped flush out bandits, kidnappers, and miscreants hiding within forests and urban areas. He said the arrest included a group accused of vandalizing government property, 3 suspected kidnappers picked up in Agbaje camp in Akure North, and several others caught from grazing offences and theft. The commander noted that the wider operation yielded all 34 arrests within the past week. Following recent nationwide cases of school children abductions, the Amotekun commander announced that the corps has begun enhanced patrols of boarding schools, especially those in border communities. Adeleye said surveillance has been mounted on vulnerable locations with intensified embalmment and border patrols to prevent attacks. He assured residents that security agencies are committed to safeguarding lives and property across Ondo State. In another news, Tanzania has cancelled its Independence Day celebrations scheduled for the 9th of December, redirecting the funds to rebuild infrastructure damaged during last month's election-related unrest. Prime Minister Mwigulu Nchemba announced the decision on Monday following growing calls for nationwide protests over mass killings linked to the disputed 29 October general election. The opposition, which rejected President Samia Suluhu Hassan's 98% victory as fabricated, had urged citizens to use Independence Day as a moment of public demonstration. Several key opposition figures were barred or jailed during the electoral process, and thousands of Tanzanians later took to the streets, prompting a security crackdown that rights groups described as violent and repressive. While opposition parties believe hundreds were killed, the government has not released an official death toll, though it has set up a commission of inquiry whose independence has been questioned. The chamber has appealed for calm, urging citizens to shun violence and engage in political dialogue as tensions continue to rise. In another news, Orange Morocco has launched a new 1.5 megawatt data center in Casablanca, expanding the country's capacity for cloud services, AI workloads, and cybersecurity infrastructure. The facility, known as Orange Tech, was inaugurated this week as part of efforts to strengthen Morocco's digital transformation under the Maroc Digital 2030 strategy. Built on 15,000 square meter sites, the center is equipped with over 1,000 solar panels, generating 700 kWp, enabling partial self-consumption and reducing its carbon footprint. Orange says the facility meets Uptime Institute standards and offers high availability hosting for businesses and government agencies, providing improved data security and support for mission-critical applications. The project comes as Africa continues to grapple with a major data center shortfall, holding less than 2% of global colocation capacity. By investing in sovereign cloud services and next-generation digital infrastructure, Orange Morocco aims to position itself as a leading partner for enterprises and public institutions seeking reliable, locally hosted digital solutions. We'll now go on a quick break. The news continues when we return.
Number 14, transparent displays in holographic interfaces. Imagine a car windshield that doubles as your navigation screen, or a shop window that projects holographic ads you can interact with.
Away from Africa, Russia's oil and gas revenues are projected to drop by 35% this month compared with last year, a major hit to the Kremlin's biggest income source. The fall is linked to declining global oil prices and a stronger ruble, tightening pressure on a budget heavily dependent on energy exports. The expected drop comes as Russia's wartime economy shows signs of strain. While overall growth has been driven by military spending, that momentum is slowing. Reports indicate companies are increasingly struggling to pay workers on time, and government borrowing continues to rise. To stabilize finances, President Vladimir Putin is introducing higher taxes. Nearly 600,000 global deaths last year, 95% of them in Africa, mostly children under 5. By reducing vaccine costs, government can expand coverage while easing pressure on already constrained health budgets. Officials from Gavi, UNICEF, and IFFIM say the agreement shows how innovative financing can reshape vaccine markets and strengthen routine immunization programs in at least 24 African countries. With more than 40 million doses already deployed, the savings will enable governments to redirect funds to other critical health needs and help reduce the long-term economic burden malaria places on households and national budgets. Now in business news, Nigeria achieved a significant milestone on Monday as the Nigeria National Accreditation System, NINAS, gained international recognition, enabling locally certified products to be accepted in over 140 countries. This development is expected to reduce export rejections and save the nation millions in foreign exchange. Certificates issued by NINAS accredited laboratories, inspection and certification bodies will now carry globally trusted marks from the International Laboratory Accreditation Corporation (ILAC), International Accreditation Forum (IAF), and the African Accreditation Corporation (AFRAC) under the mutual recognition arrangement. According to the agency, Nigeria is among only 8 accreditation bodies worldwide to attain this level position in the country as a leader in quality assurance in Africa. Speaking at the launch in Abuja, NINA's Director General Celestine Okanya said the recognition directly addresses long-standing export challenges, particularly for food products, and allows Nigerian exporters to achieve zero rejection abroad. UK officials, including Hannah Barbosa, Director of Trade Policy and Market Access African Region, welcomed the milestone, emphasizing that it reduces technical trade barriers, boosts investor confidence, and facilitates smoother customs clearance under the AfCFTA and global markets. Now lastly in sports news, the sacred flame of the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics will be lit indoors on Wednesday after poor weather forced organizers to abandon the traditional outdoor ceremony in ancient Olympia, Greece. With heavy cloud and rain expected, the sun's rays will not be able to ignite the flame using the parabolic mirror at the historic Temple of Hera. Instead, the lighting will take place inside the Olympia Archaeological Museum, home to the renowned sculpture Hermes and the infant Dionysus. After the formal handover in Athens on the 4th of December, the flame will begin a 63-day, 12,000-kilometer journey across Italy, passing through major cities and historic sites before the Games open from 6 to 22nd of February. The Milan Cortina Winter Olympics will be Italy's third Games, with events spread from Milan to the Dolomite Mountains. While venues are set at high altitudes, organizers are preparing 2.4 million cubic meters of artificial snow as climate studies show snow cover in the Italian Alps has halved over the past century. The Paralympic Winter Games will follow from 6th to 15th of March. And that's all we have for you on Idea TV News Update. But before we go, here is a recap of the headlines. We brought you news that Nigeria renews push for African permanent seat on UN Security Council. And pregnant woman, children among 11 abducted in fresh Kwara attack. Amotekun arrests 34 suspects in Ondo, launches statewide school patrols. While Tanzania cancels Independence Day events amid protest calls over post-election killings. Orange Morocco unveils solar-powered 1.5 megawatt data center to drive digital sovereignty. And away from Africa, Russia's oil and gas revenues set for sharp decline. In business, Nigeria secures global quality approval, boosting export potential. While in health, Africa to receive 30 million extra malaria vaccine doses after major price cut. And lastly in sport, poor weather forces 2026 Olympic flame lightning indoors in Greece. Do not forget to follow us across our social media platforms at Idea Television. I am Cynthia Bassi. Thank you for watching.